I shot him in the back. Ew, ew.
Serious trauma detected. Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Hostile stinger mine detected. Agent down.
Okay, so here's what I'm working with. At the top, I am using the technician specialization. I'm using it for that skill tier on the skill build, but I did have an armor core put on the mask just because I just wanted to have a little bit more of that. We have the capacitor here. It's expertise 15, but in conflict that doesn't matter. Assault rifle damage, damage to armor, damage to target out of cover is all maxed out. So essentially in conflict, you're going to be taking that 157k damage and taking the 15 expertise off of it. And the talent on the capacitor is capacitance. Shooting enemies builds a stack to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage after 5 seconds. Stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gain 7.5% weapon damage. And the reason that I put this together is because I wanted to make a build and use the capacitor. I like it, but it just, for me, doesn't seem to work as well as like, the Eagle Bearer, my St. Elmo's engine, the Kingbreaker. But this is working really well. Backup weapon is the Grudge. It's not proficient yet. It's rank 9. I'm just trying to get it to proficiency. Keep, grinding out that expertise. Total damage on the Grudge is sitting at 126.7k. SMG damage, critical hit chance, and damage to target out of cover is all maxed out. And Perfect Vindictive is the talent. Killing an enemy with a status effect applied grants you and all enemies within 20 meters 18% critical hit chance and 18% critical hit damage for 20 seconds. So that's pretty nice. Like if I'm running countdown and I use like a stinger hive or whatever I'm doing, if you get a kill with the status or whatever, there you go, you get 18%. more damage. And the set's already pretty powerful, so that just amplifies it that much more. And I'm just using a TDI card custom for the sidearm. All right, down to the gear set. Let's start with the mask. So Walker Harris, I have brand set 2 for bonuses because I'm using the Ninja Bike. 5% weapon damage, 5% damage to armor. Core attribute armor. Miner's crit chance, crit damage with a crit damage mod. And the Ninja Bike bag here. Ninja Bike bag is unique because it has all 3 core attributes, weapon damage, armor, and skill tier. I have a crit hit chance mod on it. And the talent's what makes this all work. Resourceful. Slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set's bonus. Can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. So I have the Ninja Bike bag. I get Walker Harris ×2 brand set. I have 2 electric, so that gives me all 3. 2 Hana U gives me all 3. Pretty useful piece here, the Ninja Bike bag. The chest piece, electric, all 3 brand set bonuses, plus 10% status effects, plus 20% shock resistant, and plus 30% SMG damage. Core attributes a skill tier. The minor on this is crit damage, armor regen, and a crit chance mod. Now I guess I could farm for this and get it to drop with double crit, as long as I can change it and, make the skill tier armor or weapon damage if I wanted to. But for this build, it's working pretty well, and I put the crit chance mod on there, so I'm good with it. The talent on this is Perfect Companion. It's the Henry electric chest piece. Perfect Companion, while you are within 10 meters of an ally or skill, total weapon damage is increased by 20%. And that just adds to it. That makes it really nice. All right, down to the holster. Holster's core attribute skill tier, and I got that with the double crit. So crit chance, crit damage, need to do some more optimizing. Just put this together recently, and I spent a whole bunch of other materials on some other stuff, so this will have to wait a little bit, but that's all right. It's working pretty well so far. Hey, over to the gloves. Hana U Corporation, we got all 3 brand sets on this, plus 10% skill haste, plus 10% skill damage, and plus 10% weapon damage. Core attribute skill tier, again with the double crit, chance and damage. And down to the knee pads. Core attribute skill tier, and with the double crit, damage and chance. A little bit more on that chance there. And then in that short video I showed you, I'm using the Defender drone here and the Restore Hive. Now it works really well as long as someone doesn't throw a jammer out. If I get jammed, that's it. I'm surprised that as much as I've been using it in conflict lately, I haven't really been running into a lot of players that are utilizing that jammer. I mean, I use it a lot in conflict. It's kind of like one of my go-tos, but for this one, obviously, I'm using the Restore Hive to get, some of that the armor back. Try to keep me up a little bit there, and being a skill tier 6 helps it out. So, that being said, let's look at the armor. I'm sitting at 1.1 million. Go over to the stats. Weapon damage is 157,000. PvP weapon damage is sitting at just under 63. Critical hit chance is at 54.1. And crit damage is at 146.3. 75% headshot damage and 17% armor damage. 100% all weapons damage bonus, 30% assault rifle damage bonus, and 45% submachine gun damage bonus. And there's the armor there, just over 1.1. Armor regens just under 5,000, 362 max health. So yes, this is pretty fun, and as you can see in the beginning of the video, they tried to use the stinger hive, but my restorer just kept me up, and I'm guessing he came up through that staircase because he thought he had wiped me out with that, and that wasn't the case because I threw that down. Now, if he would have hit a jammer, that probably would have been it. So again, it just always depends on what you're going up against. There's always a way to combat certain things, and just about every aspect of the game. But this is working well for me. So I don't know, if you like the video, hit that like, subscribe if you have any comments, questions, anything to add to it. Let me know. I'm always up to see what other people are doing, and this is just how I set this up, and I am having a blast with it. But with that, I'm going to get out of here. I am Captain Redbeard 253. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.